Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyid al-Anbiya wal Mursaleen. Lesson number 4 discusses on the need, the necessity of logic, of Mantiq. What is the hajat, the need for it? It mentions that Nazariyat Tasawwuriya and Nazariyat Tasdiqiyya. In order to attain these, it is necessary to use one's nazar of fikr, one's reasoning. And we also need to understand that every form of reasoning, every form of nazar of fikr is not correct. But sometimes there could be incorrect thinking as well. So nazar of fikr can also be incorrect. And this incorrect nazar of fikr can lead a human towards such conclusions which are incorrect and false as well. And an example of this is known from the following, that some of the philosophers, they stated that the universe is eternal. Right? The reason why they said the universe is eternal is because they first observed, in their opinion, that the alam has no mu'athir, right? It has no effector, it has no one behind it causing it to exist, causing it to continually exist. So therefore they said it is mustaghni, it is free from having a mu'athir, it is free from having a mu'athir. And then that was the first proposition. The universe is free from needing a mu'athir. The second proposition which came forward was everything which is free, mustaghni, from having a mu'athir, it is eternal, it is qadim. So this is the second proposition. So then the third proposition which comes, the third, which is the conclusion, is therefore the alam, the world, the universe is qadim. Right? So this is the conclusion which they reached. First of all, they stated the universe does not need a creator or sustainer behind it to continue it running. Yeah, that was the first proposition. What was the second one? That every independent thing which doesn't have a sustainer behind it is what? Eternal. It is eternal. So the conclusion was, therefore, the universe is eternal. The universe does not have a sustainer. Everything which does not have a sustainer is eternal. Therefore, the universe is eternal. However, this goes against the beliefs of Islam. It's against the Islamic creed. Because we state in Islamic belief that the universe is not eternal, but it is temporary. It is not qadim, it is hadith. Hadith is something which first it wasn't and later on it became. It came into being. And how the Islamic scholars, the mutakallimun, the scholars of Kalam, reach the conclusion is by the first proposition, which is that al-alamu mutaghayyirun, that the universe is mutaghayyir, it is constantly changing. Then the second proposition was wa kullu mutaghayyirin hadithun, that every changing thing is hadith, it is recent. And then the conclusion, the third point comes, which is what? Al-alamu hadithun, that the world is, the universe is temporary. It is hadith. Why? The first one was that universe is constantly changing. And every changing thing is recent, it is temporary. Therefore the universe is temporary. So this was the conclusion reached. And from this we understand that nazar of fikr, reasoning, can also have mistakes in it. It can also be mistaken thinking, wrongful thinking as well, and not the correct or rightful thinking. So therefore, in order to save oneself from mistakes in thinking, it is necessary to learn such rules which allow the mind, which cause the mind to recognize wrongful thinking and mistakes in reasoning. And these rules are known as ilmul mantiq, the knowledge of logic, right? So from this we can see clearly how necessary it is to know logic, so that a person does not reach a false conclusion or a mistaken conclusion, but instead reaches the correct conclusion. So we need to also look at what is the definition of nazar or fikr. What is the definition of logical reasoning, of thinking? Nazar or fikr. It states the definition of nazar or fikr as being ترتيب أمور معلومة ليتأدى ذلك الترتيب إلى تحصيل المجهول. That it is the sequence of things which are known. Things which are known, placing them into a sequence, into an order, into a sequence. What do you place into a sequence? Those things which you know. Those things which you already know, so that by that order, by that sequence, it leads you towards attaining those things which are unknown. So having a tartib, an order, a sequence of ma'loom things which you know already, when you place them in a certain tartib, then due to that tartib you are able to reach knowledge and attain the knowledge of majhul things which are unknown. So this is the meaning of nazar or fikr, and this is how a person reaches a level of correct thinking, right? And this is how, for example, we showed in our example how we reached the conclusion of the universe being temporary. We stated first of all, the universe is changing. Every changing thing is temporary. Therefore, the universe is temporary in the third point, which was our conclusion. And this is the lesson on the necessity of mantiq, the need for logic, and the masail related to it.